Hello. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review and recap for Chasing Dallas Season 4, Episode 4, I think, number 4. Last time there was a tussle, there was a fisticuff, a scuffle of sorts. So we're going to get the aftermath of what happened, and because y'all like to cuss me out the last time, the petty mic is back. So please bear with me in the fact that I don't have on a bra. I got a tattoo yesterday and no bra today, so y'all just gonna have to live with it. But with that being said, let's get into the foolishness. Okay, so first of all, ignore my daughter. She took some medicine and she's in a coma behind me. However, in the aftermath, DeAndre is still delusional and playing victim. That's all I got out of this whole conversation. Londi done went off, talk about everybody too grown to be doing these things. You are correct. However, I won't start nothing, but I sure will finish it. You ain't just gonna run up on me and act like nothing was going on, because nobody can run up on you. So thank you, but sit down. Then Robert Ray shows up late. Talk about he in nude, and yes, he means he ain't got no drawers on nude, just dangling and slanging. I said, oh, too much. Teddy Lee is trying to explain what happened, but he's like, I don't really know because I was hiding in the corner, so I didn't get hit. Okay, live your truth, beloved. I understand. I'm not mad. So Keyshawn talk about he finna take his low vibrational plate with two hamburgers, 2 hot dogs. He's like, and he done gathered his belongings, and he's like, I'm gonna leave. DeAndre is talking shit, talking about though I can see Londi's point and shows me that he's a real friend, unlike these other bitches who was just kikiing and drinking all up the liquor that they didn't buy. Clearly you ain't buy it either, because everybody brought liquor. So what you go to hell. I don't understand the purpose of this young man and why he's here. But if it's to be the messy one, get somebody else to do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so yo, I did not understand that there was an issue between Robert's best friend he brought with him to the party in Dior, and Robert Ray has an issue with Dior because apparently the best friend and Kesey used to date, and it was in a long-term relationship, and Dior was very aware because he used to do the baby girl's hair and that belonged to them or whatever. And I don't know if that's okay. So if this was girl code, that would be like me dating Loretta's best friend's ex. And that's just a little too familial for me, especially if I was friends with everybody to the point to where I was doing the children's hair. Y'all, I'm stuck. I'm like, I don't even, and nobody likes DeAndre, so why is he allowed to still be here? Can we ask him to exit to the stage left? Exit stage left, beloved. We thank you for your services. Thank you. That's it. We don't need anything else. Child, this is a mess already, and Trey acting dumbfounded, like he doesn't understand that the fact that DeAndre brought 2 people with him and said no one else can bring a +1, knowing that the people that he was bringing had a problem with Dior. Yes, it was very much a setup. It was very much a setup, and I feel like this is not the last time that somebody is gonna mink DeAndre upside his head, because he gonna do something else, because that's who he is, and he takes no accountability or anything. Now Robert Ray done said that he had to keep his best friend from mopping the floor with Dior at the party, and he talk about, oh, I should have just let him mop him up. Oh God. Now I feel like it's gonna be a problem. Now Robert Ray said, I've known him since I was 19 and I'm 35 now, and he's like, the stuff that we did back then, he's like, I can't. The stuff that he's doing now, the man I was back then, I could probably get with it because I was on some fuck shit as well. But the man that I am now is grown and mature, and what he's doing is don't sit well in my spirit, man. So, this gonna be a problem. I hope, as a family unit, that they can fix this. Okay, so the conclusion that we come to at Trey Howard's photo shoot, which is where Kiki and Robert Ray and Keyshawn are to support him for his Styles by Howard photo shoot, is that they need to have a conversation with DeAndre and Dior. And Robert Ray said he will have a conversation with Dior, which I feel like is just going to go left. And somebody's going to have talked to with DeAndre about his behavior and how he acted in the stunts and tricks that he's pulling. Now, there's 2 events coming up. One with Lon D, where DeAndre is invited, and one with Astro, where he is not, because after Astro had to jump in and whop, 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 because of DeAndre, he's not invited to his event. So we got Miss Kiki, who is in Atlanta, and Nelia for Delta Sigma. I believe she said Delta Phi. I don't think she said Delta Sigma Theta. I don't know. It looked a lot. It looked familiar, but she talked about how Morehouse prepared her to be in the ballroom scene as she's chasing her legendary status, and how all the obstacles that she came across, and the beginning of her transition, and people knew she was transitioning before she knew that it was more than just drag, and it actually encompassed her gender identity. So it was good to hear how Morehouse prepared her for the life that she's now living, and getting to see her with her sons and daughters. Yeah, it was good to see and hear how her experience with her tranness in that male-dominated area. Lord, it's about to go down at the Astro's birthday party. So we get a little more backstory, and it feels like to me that Robert just wants to blame Dior for everything. Like, there is more going on that we don't know about that has to be fueling Robert Ray's ire for Dior. Now, I know the best friend situation is a lot and it seems messy. We don't even know for sure that Kesey and Dior are actually in a relationship situation. So this feels messy. And now I am like Trey Howard, because Kesey and Dior have shown up to this birthday party, and Trey was like, if I could just drop dead for a little while. Because I feel like he really has an alt with Dior, and it seems mad unreasonable at this juncture. It feels real unreasonable. Like everything is going to be Dior's fault. So I don't know. Something else got to be going on that we are not talking about yet, or we haven't come across yet. But and Robert Ray gave Keyshawn fever when he was just giving out the facts, and the facts. Say hello, people.
Hi, people.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, say goodbye, people.
Bye, people.
Okay, give it. I can't have nothing. I don't even remember where I left off. But I feel like I was saying that even when Keyshawn was giving reasonable explanations and about Dior not even causing the situation at the color party, Robert Ray still wants to put it all in his lap when it's clearly DeAndre who came with the ulterior motive and backup to cause a whole situation. So we gonna see what happens now that Dior and Kesey has shown up to this birthday party. Because I feel like drama. Alright, so here's what I got from this whole situation. Robert Ray wants to be mad at Dior and wants it all to be Dior's fault for some ungodly reason, and we don't know. So who's telling him the truth, or how they're trying to tell him the truth he's not hearing, what is being said to him, because he wants Dior to be wrong in this situation to show, I guess, his camaraderie with his best friend. But they are telling him there is no relationship other than Dior is his manager. Now, I heard that they was kissing and now they go together, but at this point, both of them are saying there is no relationship. So if that is the case, Dior, what is your issue? I mean, Robert Ray, what is the issue? What is the issue at this point? This point, people are telling you ain't no relationship, ain't no disrespect being given. So why are you still upset? Why is everything like you really trying to jump across the table and fight somebody for no reason? Because I feel the energy. So I don't even know where they just need to dead it at this point, because clearly Dior, and he's mad at Trey Howard, talking about Trey Howard is fake, even though he's repeating the same thing over and over again. Like, I don't understand. Why are you upset? So Dior didn't start this shit at the party. DeAndre started it. This all started because DeAndre wanted to back that thing up on Kesey, and he said, no, thank you. Even though I'm single, no, thank you. And then it became Dior and Kesey are in a relationship, and DeAndre is a fan, and DeAndre didn't like that. So then he plotted to, I don't know, get somebody, put their hands put on Kesey and or Dior, even though they said, the little boy said that Dior wasn't to be touched. Why was that the narrative? I don't know. It just gets more convoluted by the second. More. But again, Robert Ray is doing a whole lot when the very least will absolutely do in this particular situation. So I don't even know. Either he gonna have to let it go, or he just gonna continue to make it fester till it be about something else, so he can justify his righteous indignation over this situation that's not a actual situation. We all see. Jesus almost got this whole thing without talking about Joan Jett. So Joan Jett met with his mama and his brother, who he met for the first time, who was an older brother. I don't understand. Maybe he was in a different country. Maybe he was in Peru. And he just came over to the States. I don't know if they didn't explain it. But they talked about how the daddy was abusive, and he popped up at his house and he was like, no, you got to go. You can't stay. You know, you're not supposed to be here. And then we get a little backstory about how Joan Jett was in an abusive relationship, unfortunately continuing the generational curse of domestic violence that his mother suffered and then he suffered from. Luckily, he was able to escape with his life. And he has been single ever since. So we praying that situation, he heals from it and is able to move on. Then we go and see, because there's this bar called The Roundup that's having a contest, and the winner ends up being in his music video. So Joan Jett goes to the Roundup and talks to Winter. We see Miss Winter, and she's competing in the next level of the competition. She had wanted to be at the colors party, but she was unable, so she missed out on the tussle, the kerfuffle, all of the good things. So I think she'll be at the next event. We will see. But she is in the running to be in the competition for Joan Jett's video. And apparently she's doing quite well. Her mother had been sick, but we please know that she is on the mend. I feel like we need, if Miss Winter is a friend to the show, we need to see her just a tiny bit more and kind of get into what she got going on. But yeah, that's what I get. So they have conversation about DeAndre. It's Londy's party and everybody is here. Or everybody's arriving. And so Londy says, I'm a brand and that's not how I represent myself, and blah, 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 blah. And everyone's like, okay, cool. And so DeAndre, who is the catalyst to the foolishness, because he's trying to set up a fake storyline with Tedley. And Tedley said, he talked about, well, you should throw me a drink on me, but it's got to be water on. Tedley's like, I'm not finna, for me to throw a drink on you and then you try to swing on me knowing I don't fight. Just go sit there. So Londy takes DeAndre arrives. Londy takes DeAndre, Trey Howard to the side to have the conversation and tell him, this is what I said. I'm a friend. I don't know how you gonna feel when you see the person. I don't know how the person gonna see you, but I don't want my brand associated with a bunch of mess and fighting and stuff. That's just not what I'm about. That's never been what I'm about. I don't want to do that. All right, so DeAndre is under the impression that Trey is not there to help him, even though Trey ain't really said nothing but pointed out the fact that you were indeed the one who started all of the foolishness. Now, Londi didn't say one way or another whether you were the catalyst for the shenanigans and the foolishness. But Trey was very, very specific. You walked up on Kesey. You walked up on Dior. So you were the catalyst for and the start for all of the foolishness. So I guess DeAndre wanted all the onus to be put on everybody else and him be given a pass for all of this stuff. And he trying to create fake storylines. Markel. I'm breaking the fourth. Markel, what is this? Who is this?
Okay, Mama.
He can go. Thank you. Well, it's about to go down, family. It is about to go down. Keyshawn calls out. Well, they all sitting down having a conversation. And DeAndre goes through this long diatribe about Dior and not really having an issue with him and blah, 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 blue to blue, which we clearly see that is, okay. But you got his ex-friend that he used to talk to come to a party as a +1 to help you set up and jump. But you don't have an issue. But okay. And Dior is like, I really don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, the fan comment, until later on after the fact, daughter. So we don't have no issues. I don't have no issues with you. And then Teddy Lee tried to smooth out the waters and explain to DeAndre, your first impressions that you're giving this group are not good. So what you think you're giving is not really what you are giving, sir. And and Robert Ray, for some unknown reason, jumped in and said, well, he ain't got no bad impression with me. We cool, so don't include me. Sir, only hit dogs holler. So why are you speaking? If this doesn't involve you, if this ain't got nothing to do with you, if you're not in that number, there's no need to say anything. You could just be quiet over in the corner and mind your business unless somebody brings you into the situation, sir. You don't have to do any of those things. What is going on with him? We liked him so much, and now that we're getting to know you, you looking a little ooky spooky kooky, honey. I don't know what's going on with Robert Ray, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Trey Howard seems very she by Sheree, carry the bones and hide your hands as you're throwing them from glass. DeAndre is giving very desperation, as if it was a scent that he gives off. Not you trying to make up storylines and things just to get more airtime because you trying to create. I've been telling y'all since the beginning, something don't sit right in my shanana about this young man. And if it don't come out in the wash, it will come out in the rinse. And I feel like we on the rinse cycle at this juncture. Now, to my friend Londi, sir, please take some anger management courses. Why are you screaming when nobody is screaming at you? No one. No, I repeat, no one is screaming at you. Okay, baby? Nobody's screaming at you. Why you immediately go to a 75 when you could have just stood there and talked calmly because nobody was yelling but you. Finally, Best Supporting Actress award goes to and MVP goes to Keyshawn for saying the quiet things out loud, and DeAndre getting in his feelings and upset because he got called on his foolishness. So yay for you, Keyshawn. Thank you. I still haven't liked the single outfit that you've put on, but that's neither here nor there. You wear whatever makes you comfortable and whatever makes you feel like you look good, and we gonna leave it right there. Now, Londi escorted DeAndre off as he was getting hype because he got called out on his foolishness, and that's how the episode ended. Let's get in his comments and talk about it, because what is going on with Robert Ray? What's going on with Robert Ray? And how long are they going to keep DeAndre? Markel? please. Inquiring minds would like to know. But this has been my petty review and recap of Chasing Dallas Season 4, Episode 4. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kin, and I will catch you later for something else.